Hi students, good morning. Welcome to grade 11 business mathematics class. In our last class, we have started a session solution for a system of linear equation. Solution for a system of linear equation. The meaning is if they are giving a linear equation, we can find a solution. Yes. So if they are giving linear equations, that is 2 or 3 linear equations means the unknown variables x, y, z we will find. That is solution for a system of linear equations. Okay. So up to example 1.21 we have completed. So let's start from example 1.22. Refer your book. Example 1.22. The cost of 4 kg onion, 3 kg wheat and 2 kg rice is rupees 320. The cost of 2 kg onion, 4 kg wheat and 6 kg rice is 560. The cost of 6 kg onion, 2 kg wheat and 3 kg rice is 380. Find the cost of each item per kg by matrix inversion method. So we need to use matrix inversion method here. Okay. Here they are talking about 3 items. What are the 3 items? Onion, wheat and rice. So when you are reading the question itself, we come to know there are 3 unknown variables, that is cost of onion, cost of wheat, cost of rice. So 3 items are unknown variables. So let us take the onion as cost of onion as x, cost of wheat as y and cost of rice is z, and we will form 3 equations. Okay, 3 variables are there, x, y, z. So 3 equations you will get. Then afterwards, if you are getting 3 equation, you know, is it right already? Ax equal to b, x is equal to a inverse b form you need to make. Afterwards, find out the value for x, y and z. Understand? Okay, let's do solution. Example 1.22. You refer the question from your book. So, first we are taking let solution. Let x, y and z be the cost of onion, wheat and rice respectively. Okay. So x is cost of onion, y is cost of wheat, z is cost of rice. Okay. Then how will you form the equation? I am reading the question. 4 kg onion, that means 4x. Okay. Then 3 kg wheat plus 3y. 2 kg rice to 2z is equal to 320. Then second one is the cost of 2 kg onion, that is 2x plus 4 kg wheat 4y plus 6 kg rice, that is 6z is equal to 560. Then finally the cost of 6 kg onion, so 6x plus 2 kg wheat, that is 2y plus 3 kg rice, that is 3z is equal to 380. Now I have formed 3 equations. So how will you write it in the form of x equal to b? So it can be written as, how we will write? X equal to b form is 4, 3, 2. 2, 4, 6. Then 6, 2, 3. Then how many variables are there? X, y, z is equal to 320, 560, 380. Okay. Now it is in the form of ax is equal to b. Where what's the a value? A is equal to 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 6, 6, 2, 3. Okay. Then what is x? X, y, z. Then what is the next one? B. B is equal to 320, 560, 380. Okay. Next, what will you do? We need to find x is equal to a inverse b. So you need to find a inverse. For that, what will you do? We need to find determinant of a. Afterwards, find out determinant of a, and afterwards a inverse you need to find. Afterwards a inverse into b. One by one you need to find, and afterwards we will find x, y, z value. Understand? Now determinant of A. We are going to find determinant of A is equal to 4, 3, 2. 2, 4, 6. 6, 2, 3. Find out determinant. 4 into this and this it will go. 4, 6, 2, 3. Then minus 3 into this and this it will go. So 2, 6, 6, 3. Then next one is plus 2 into 2, 4, 6, 2. Okay. That's equal to 4 into 12 minus 12. Okay. The next one is minus 3 into 6 minus 36. Plus 2 into 4 minus 24. That's equal to, this term will become 0. Minus 3 into minus 30 plus 2 into, how much will get? Minus 20. That's equal to minus into minus plus 90 minus 40. That's equal to 50. What's the determinant of A value? Not equal to 0. So determinant of A value not equal to 0 means A inverse exists. Okay. Then how will you do? We will find adjoint of A. Okay. So I am going to find adjoint of A. If you need, you can do it directly. Okay. So how will you do this? And this will get cancelled, means 4 3s are 12. So 12 minus 12 means 0. Is it right? So one by one, if you need, you can find. Otherwise, no problem. A11 is equal to 0. Okay. Then shall we do for next one? This term is minus 3. Otherwise, you write it and do it one by one. So it is minus 3. Is it right? So this and this it will go. Correct? So 2 3s are how much you will get? 6. 6 minus 36. Already one minus will be in outside. So minus into minus plus. So A12 equal to 30. Okay. One by one you need to do. Many problems you have completed. Then 2 means this and this it will go. So how much you will get? 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 24. So you will get minus 20. Okay. Then next one is A21. A21 means it is minus. Is it right? So this and this will go, means 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. So already one minus will be on outside. So minus 5. Then A22 equal to. So this and this it will go. So how much will get? 4 3s are 12. 12 minus 12, that is 0. Then next one is A23 equal to. So this and this it will go. So 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 18. 8 minus 18 means we will get as 8 minus 18 as minus 10. So minus is there outside. So it will become plus 10. The next one is A31 is equal to. So this and this it will go. So how much will get? 3 6 are 18. 18 minus 8. So 18 minus 8 means 10. The next one is A32. That's equal to. This and this it will go. So how much will get? 24 6 are 24 minus 4. That is 20. 1 minus is outside. So it is minus 20. Then finally this and this it will go. That is 16 minus 6 means you will get as 10. Correct? So A33 is equal to 10. Okay. So what's the that is Aij cofactor matrix. It is not adjoint. It's a cofactor. Aij, what's the value? 2, 0, 30, minus 20, minus 5, 0, 10. Then 10, minus 20, 10. Okay. So transpose means what will happen? Adjoint of A is equal to Aij the whole transpose. So what will happen? That's equal to, please transpose this one. So row change to column, column change to row. So 0, minus 5, 10. Then 30, 0, minus 20. Then finally 20, minus 20, 10, 10. This is adjoint of A. Okay. Then now we have found out adjoint of A also. Then how will you find A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. That's equal to 1 by determinant of A value is 50. What's the adjoint of A? 0, minus 5, 10. Then 30, 0, minus 20. minus 20, 10, 10. Okay, that's equal to, the next one, x is equal to A inverse B. Now substitute all the values. 1 by 50 into 0, minus 5, 10. 30, 0, minus 20. Minus 20, 10, 10. Into, what's the B value, ma? 320, 560, 380. Okay, so that's equal to, you keep it this 1 by 50 outside. Otherwise, we want to divide here. Okay, shall we divide that 10 alone here? Then it will become simplest. You can divide it very easily. Okay, so you can split this as 10 into 5. Okay, so 10 into 5, that is 0, minus 5, 10. 30, 0, minus 20, minus 20, 10, 10. Okay, finally 320, 560, 380. Okay, so divide this all the terms by 10. Okay, so what will happen? 1 by 5 alone you can keep it here. 0, minus 5, 10, 30, 0, minus 20, minus 20, 10, 10. We can divide by 10 alone. So 3, 32, 56, 38. Then only it will be easy to multiply because of that. 1 by 5 into, multiply this and this. So how much will get? 0 into 32 is 0 s. Then next term is 5 into, minus 5 into 56 means minus 280 you will get. Then plus 380. Then next one is 30 into 32 means you will get as 960. Plus 0 is 20 into 38 means minus 760. Then finally 20 into 32 means minus 640 plus 560 plus 380. Multiply. That's equal to, subtract 1 by 5 into 100. This one means 200. This one means 380. You will get as 300. Okay. Now divide each and every term by 5. 100 divided by 5. So x is same as x, y, z. Okay. So 100 divided by 5 means 20. 200 divided by 5 means 40. 300 divided by 5 means 60. So what's the value? X is equal to 20, y is equal to 40, z is equal to 60. So what's the cost? Cost of 1 kg onion. Cost of 1 kg onion is, don't forget, rupees 20. Then cost of 1 kg wheat. Wheat only, no? Why? Wheat is rupees 40. Then finally cost of 1 kg rice. Rice is set. Is it right? Rice is 60. This is the answer. Understand? So very easy. So first you form the equation. Afterwards everything same. Okay. Okay students, let's move to the exercise 1.3. Okay, so first problem, only one problem is there. Second Roman, 3 problems are there. So in the second Roman, first 2 problems I gave home assignments for you. So I hope you all completed. Then in that second Roman, third problem, I said there y term is missing, z term is missing. Because of that you will get some confusion. So because of that I will do Iz. Okay, so that problem we will do now. I hope you all completed first Roman and second Roman first 2 problems. Okay, now we will start from second Roman third problem. Okay, so exercise 1.3, that is second Roman third problem. The question is 2x minus z is equal to 0, 5x plus y is equal to 4, y plus 3z is equal to 5. Okay, so you need to solve by matrix inversion method. Let's solve by matrix inversion method. Okay, solution. So here we are going to write the given equations. This is a given equation. So given equations, 2x minus z is equal to 0, 5x plus y is equal to 4, y plus 3z is equal to 5. Okay. Now wherever the terms are missing you need to do. That is 2 is there, but y term is not there. So in that place you need to put 0. Z term minus 1. The next one 5. Okay. Y term 1. Z term 0. Then last one 0. Y term 1. Z term 3. Then x, y, z. Then what about the constants? 0, 4, 5. So Ax is equal to B. So x is equal to A inverse of B. I think you can complete. Okay. So remaining homework. Understand? So wherever the terms are missing, you need to put 0. Remaining everything same as that. Okay. So what will you do? First you will find A inverse. For that A inverse, if you need to do means, we need to find the determinant value. Okay. So determinant of A value you need to find. Afterwards A inverse is equal to, so 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. You need to find A inverse. Afterwards A inverse into B. Understand? I hope you can complete. Okay. Complete it. So you can check the answer. I am saying the answer. After finding, you will get x as 1, y as minus 1 and z as 2. Okay. This is the answer for this question. Complete it and check the answer. Okay. Take your book, students. 1.3 third problem. A salesperson Ravi has a following record of sales for the month of January, February and March 2009 for 3 products A, B and C. He has a paid of commission at fixed rate per unit but at varying rates for products A, B, C. So using this tabular column you need to form the equation. I will explain, you need to do. Okay. So January, February, March 3 months are there. Sales units A, B, C. So you need to take this equation. How you will form the equation in the sense, let x, y, z represents the rate of commission. Okay. So you take the rate of commission as x, y and z. So let x, y and z represent the rate of commission payable on A, B, C respectively. How we will form the equation? If you are forming the equation, you will get like this: 9x plus 10y plus 2z is equal to, the value is there 800. Okay. Then here means 5x plus 5y plus 4z is equal to, the value is there 900. Then 6x plus 10y plus 3z is equal to 850. Now I formed the equations for you. Afterwards find out, make it in the form of Ax equal to B, x is equal to A inverse B. Then afterwards find out A inverse, then multiply with B, and afterwards find out the x, y, z value. When you are finding the x, y, z value, I am giving the answer. X value will get as 17.95, y value will get as 43.08, z value will get as 103.85. Check down the answers, children, please. Okay, after finding, need to get this answer. Okay. Students, please take down your book. Problem number 4 we can do now. Okay. The question is, the prices of 3 commodities A, B, C are rupees X, rupees Y and rupees Z per unit respectively. P purchases 4 units of C and sells 3 units of A and 5 units of B. Q purchases 3 units of B and sells 2 units of A and 1 unit of C. R purchases 1 unit of A and sells 4 units of B and 6 units of C. In the process, P and Q and R earn rupees 6,000, rupees 5,000 and rupees 13,000 respectively. By using matrix inversion method, find the prices per unit A, B, C. Okay. So first we need to read the question very carefully. The prices of 3 commodities A, B, C are X, Y, Z they gave in the question itself. What's the first sentence? P purchases 4 units of C. So always keep it in mind, when you are purchasing something, we will lose the amount. Is it right? When we are selling something, you will earn the amount. Yes or no? So when I need to purchase one thing, if I need to purchase one pen means I need to pay some amount for that. Yes. So purchases means we will give the amount. Is it right? Sales means what will happen? If I am selling some pen or a pencil or something means we will get your money. Is it right? We will earn something. So you keep it in mind always. Purchases means for that you need to put the symbol as minus. When we are selling means we will need to put the symbol as plus. That's the main thing we need to know for this question. Okay. Let's form the equations now. Exercise 1.3 problem number 4. You refer the question from your book. First sentence is, by the given data we are going to form the equations. Solution. By the given data. So what will happen? What is it? P purchases 4 units of C. Now I said purchases means minus 4 units of C. So they said in the question the prices of 3 commodities A, B and C are X, Y and Z respectively. Correct? So here what's the first thing? P purchases 4 units of C. Purchases 4 units of C. So C means it's Z. Is it right? Purchases means minus 4 is it. Then and sells 4 units of A means sells means plus, that is 3x. Then plus 5 units of B means 5y equal to how much amount? 6,000. Then next one is Q purchases 3 units of B. So purchases means 3y plus 5 units, Q purchases 3 units of B and sells 2 units of A. So plus 2x plus 1 units of Siemens plus Z is equal to the amount is 5,000. Then next one is R purchases 1 unit of A. So 1 unit of A means minus X. Then plus sells 4 units of B means 4y plus 6Z is equal to 13,000. Okay. Now I have formed the equations. I hope you can complete it. Is it right? So how will you write it in the form of Ax equal to B? Otherwise first itself you change the equations, then only it will be easy for you, which implies first x term, that is 3x plus 5y minus 4z is equal to 6,000. Then next one 2x minus 3y plus z is equal to 5,000. Finally minus x plus 4y plus 6z is equal to 13,000. How will you write this? It can be written as 3, 5 minus 4. Next one is 2 minus 3, 1. Then minus 1, 4, 6. Then x, y, z is equal to 6,000. The next one is 500. Next one is 13,000. Okay. How will you write? A is equal to B. How will you change this? X equal to A plus B. I hope you can complete it. Is it right? I am not going to waste the time simply. So what will you do? First find A inverse. Afterwards multiply with B, A inverse of B. When you are finding, we will get the answer as, finally you check down the answer. That is X value will get us 3,000. Y value will get us 1,000. Z value will get us 2,000. Check it. Okay. After completing, complete it. Remaining form. Complete it. Okay students? Okay students, complete this one and check it. Okay? Okay. Let's move to the next question. So problem number 5. Refer the question from your book. The sum of 3 numbers is 20. This problem also I will form the equation for you. Afterwards you need to do. Okay? So the sum of 3 numbers is 20. If we multiply the first number by 2 and add the second number and subtract the third, we will get 23. If we multiply the first by 3 and add second and third to it, we get 46. By using matrix inversion method, find the numbers. So let us take the numbers as x, y, z. Okay. Let the required numbers be x, y, z. Okay. So according to the given conditions, we are going to form the equations. How will form the equation? The sum of 3 numbers is 20. Sum of the 3 numbers is 20 meaning is x plus y plus z is equal to 20. Then second condition, if we multiply 6, if we multiply the first by 2. So first by 2 means 2x. Then and add the second number, that is plus y. And subtract the third, that is minus z is equal to 23. Then finally, if we multiply the first by 3, so first by 3 means 3x. And add the second means plus y and third to it. So plus z is equal to 46. Okay students, will you do now? It's very easy to do, is it right? First convert it in the form of Ax equal to B, then x is equal to A plus B. When you are finding, you will get the answer as I am giving the answers for all the questions to check it. So x is equal to 13, y is equal to 2, z is equal to 5. This is answer for this question completed. Okay, remaining home. Okay, so x is equal to 13 means y is equal to 2, z equal to 5 means we can check the answer. 20 is equal to 20. Okay, so one more problem is left in this section. So that problem, when you are seeing the book itself, we can form the equation. So how we will form the equation? Just I am giving the equations alone. This problems, everything you can complete it. Okay, take your books, children. Problem number 6. That is weekly expenditure. Now first you consider that the salary of each staff. Okay, here they are talking about the salary for the each staff. So salary of each staff you consider as x, y and z. Okay, so first week means x, y, z. So how will form the equation? 4x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 4900. Then this one means 3x plus 3y plus 2z is equal to 4500. Then next one is 4x plus 3y plus 4z is equal to 5800. Then afterwards x is equal to A inverse B for. Then find out A inverse, determinant, then adjoint, then find out A inverse, then afterwards x, y, z value. Okay, shall I give the answer for this question also? So when you are finding, you will get the answer as x is equal to 700, y is equal to 600 and z is equal to 300. You will get the answer. This is the answer for 6th problem. Okay students. Now the section completed. That is I gave all the ideas to do the questions. So I formed the equations for all the questions. So same method you need to follow. I think in second Roman that third part I gave you. Then third problem 4, 5 and 6. So many problems, that's 5 questions I gave today. So if you are doing in the class means it will be take more time to do. One problem we will complete. Everything same. Okay. So you complete it. Answers everything I gave. Check it by using the answers finally. Okay. So everything same model. X is equal to A inverse B. That's matrix inversion method. That's all this section. So in the next class we will start the next section. That's the last section in this first chapter. Okay. So if you are completing that section also, our first unit it will be complete. So last section is very easiest section, Hawkins-Simons method. Okay. So Hawkins-Simons condition. So Hawkins-Simons condition we will start in the next class. So up to 1.3 over, go through everyday portion. Please complete everyday home assignments. Don't leave anything. Okay. Please complete all the home assignments. Now itself sit and complete it. Again and again please write down and take practice. Then only it will be easy for you. Don't leave anything. Please take down everything in your classwork neatly. We won't repeat it again. So because of that, take it everything in your classworks. Please write down the homeworks also in your same classwork. Understand students? Okay, we will start the next section in the next class. Meet you again. Be safe. Thank you.